What is going on, X Community? Exostomp here, and today, people, we're going to be going over our draft for the BBR Scramble. This is a Wi-Fi tournament. This is the first Wi-Fi tournament that I am trying. I really wanted to try it. This generation, it was tough at the beginning because it was a 20-minute timer, just like last time. But they did end up actually changing it. And where now you can use 60-minute timers, so that's great. So I really wanted to try it. The game looks amazing, so well, at least battle-wise. So I definitely want to try it. This is perfect. Finally get to try it, and it's in the BBR, which is an amazing server. So yeah, guys, check it out. But anyways, let's get on with our draft. So we were, I believe, second to last pick. So I think we were like 7th pick. So I wasn't necessarily expecting to get something amazing. However, we did get an 18-pointer. Was it 18? I'm pretty sure 18. And that was Garchomp. Now, Garchomp got a buff this in DLC 1. Yes, we are doing DLC 1 because it just came out. And the biggest buff that I know of is that it got... Hold on. Scale Shot. It got back Scale Shot, which is amazing for it because it can go SD Scale Shot. You know, it has obviously Earthquake, which is amazing. It's got Fire Frame, Flamethrower. Like it could go special if it really wants to, but it's not amazing. But yeah, it has spikes and rocks, so it's honestly overall, it's a mon that I wanted to pick up. And now that it got a buff, I was like, this is perfect. No one went for it. And I can build around it. So, yeah, this is perfect. This is the mon that I thought on the board had more versatility because it could be offensive, it could be defensive, it could be both at the same time if it really wanted to. It could be special sometimes, you know, or at least run some special moves to really help out So yeah, I really like it. 102 speed's not bad either, so yeah, pretty good mon. Yeah, anyways, let's go on to the next Pokemon that we picked up, which was Meowscarada. So now Meowscarada, obviously it can run Protean, which is really cool. It can also, it's really fast, or at least really fast in this gen, so it helps out our speed. It could be, again, another one it could be physical or special technically. And the fact that it has a really strong knockoff, has spikes as well, which means we don't have to run spikes on Chomp every week. It's got Sucker Punch. It's got some pretty amazing coverage, which with Protean is pretty damn good. And did it get anything new? Don't know. Not sure. But yeah, it's again another mon that I wanted to use, which is perfect. And yeah, right now we're pretty weak to Ice and Fairy, but we'll be able to patch that up later. Yeah, pretty cool mon. I don't have much to say about it because I've never really used it, but I've seen it do a ton of work, and I always wanted to use it, so it's perfect. For our next mon, I wanted to grab a Terra because, as you guys may know, Garchomp could not Terra. It was 18 points, but it can't Terra because Terra Skill Shot kind of sounds a little broken. So I didn't want to Terra Meowscarada, so I was like, well, what's a good Terra that could work with this team right now? And I did want to use this one. I said to myself when this gen came out, this is an amazing mon, but it can't learn this move. As soon as it learns this move, I really want to use it as a Terra user. That is Saralech. It got Poltergeist. I don't know if you guys understand how crazy that is. That's a 125 attack mon that now has Poltergeist, a 110 power move, which is freaking amazing. It already has Bitter Blade, which is another amazing move. So, I mean, this thing is freaking great. Speed Def's pretty good. Like, it's even defensively, it's pretty good. 85 speed is pretty nice. It's not horrible. Could be a Scarfer as well, which is nice. Obviously, it has close combat for those darks and stuff like that. It also is a resist, at least without tearing. It's a resist to ice and fairy, which is good here. Yeah, it has a pretty good coverage too. It's got SD. It can go like, man, dude, there's so much this thing has. It's got clear smog, which can be useful if it's a defensive set. Solar Blade, I don't know if it had that before, but it has it now. So yeah, it's a pretty good mon, honestly. I really wanted to use it. I love this mon. I use this in my playthrough. I actually use this mon over Skeledirge because I was like, dude, this thing is too cool not to use, and it's the same type. So yeah, this eventually became my starter, but yeah, really great mon, and I'm so glad I get to use it here. And yes, it is my Terra user, my one and only. For the next mon, I wanted to grab another mon that's, well, right now I wanted a remover, and maybe something that could help me out with ice as well, because if I'm Terraing Ledge, you know, I might need something for that. So that's going to be Quaquaval here. Now, Quaquaval is pretty good, is a pretty good pairing with Ledge because it resists the dark moves, resists the water moves, and just in general, it's really nice because it is another U-turner, same thing like Meowscarada. Ledge is, I guess, my Skeledirge here, so I would have the trio if I had that. But yeah, obviously you guys know Aqua Step is amazing on this thing, Moxie as well, but Aqua Step is amazing. You know, it's got Flip Turn now, which is cool. It's got Knockoff, which is even cooler. It's got Rapid Spin, you know, U-turn, Taunt, Roost. You know, it has a lot right now. It's actually kind of crazy. So, this is another mon that I was really looking into trying to use. I wasn't sure about this team for it. I was really on the fence with using like a Rotom Wash here, but ultimately Rotom Wash didn't get Defog or what's it called? Defog or like Pain Split or anything back. So I was like, I kind of don't want to use it. So yeah, Quaquaval it is. It's really strong. I have a lot of really strong attackers, and that's not gonna stop. But yeah, these can all even be defensive if they want to. So this is pretty cool. Yeah. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. This next one is a pretty good mon with Garchomp, and you guys will see what I'm talking about right now. We have Scizor. So the reason why Scizor is so good with Garchomp is because this Scizor resists the ice and the fairy for the Garchomp. It also, if something wants to use a fire move, Garchomp resists. So they're really good pairing. And if a fire type wants to come in on Scizor, I always could U-turn out, go into Garchomp, and threaten them out as well. It's a really good mon. I know I keep saying this with everything, but it really is, man. It did get, I don't know, it had Defog. I think it got, what did it get back? It has dual Wing Beat now, again, which is really cool. Knockoff, I think it lost Knockoff. Now it has Knockoff back. Yeah, I mean, it obviously still has the U-turn and all that stuff. Oh, I know it got Bug Bite back as well, which it's stronger than X-Scissor with Technician, so if I wanted to use that could be useful. Technician Trailblaze is always pretty good as well, because Scizor can be walled to waters, so the fact that it has Trailblaze is really good. So yeah, I mean, hey, Swords Dance, Trailblaze, it's pretty good, but again, another one that could be physical, physical attacker, or can just be a defensive one. So yeah, really happy with Scizor as well. And this is where I noticed that I need to pick 3 more mons, and I don't have a ton of points left, so I was trying to fill in slots, kind of. Now, I will say, I wanted this mon anyways, so I'm glad it did fit on this team, and that's going to be Galarian Weezing. Galarian Weezing is, I mean, I can gush about this Pokemon all day. Even regular Weezing, but I like Galarian Weezing as well here. It can now be a physical attacker finally with its better attack stat, because it now has Gunk Shot, which is cool. So we can go Gunk Shot Play Rough. It can obviously, it has Defog, which is another big one for it. It still has its coverage. It's got Strange Seam, of course. Will-O-Wisp, and it's got Toxic Spikes. It's got Taunt, so it's got a lot going for it, and I'm actually really happy that I was able to get this, because it fills in my fairy slot, even though, everyone says, I have to pick because it's a fairy type. That's not the main reason why I picked it up. I wanted to use it, but also, like, grounded poison plus fairy type, it's kind of just perfect. And yes, I'd say grounded poison. I could always go one of these two as well. I don't have to go levitate. I think levitate on this team might be more useful based on the team that I have. And you'll see my last two that, yeah, I think you'll understand levitate's better. But if something is threatening me with Toxic Spikes, I'll definitely swap to one of these. But yeah, anyways, my next mon is going to be which one did I pick next? I think it was Lycanroc. Lycanroc Midnight. So Lycanroc Midnight was a solid 3 points, which at first glance you'd say, yeah, I know it's 3 points. At the very most it should be 3. I don't actually think that. Okay, it got knockoff. Out of a base 115, knockoff is really freaking strong. You could easily put an AV on this thing as well, and this thing is tanky. This thing is tanky as hell, man. If you're not hitting it with a super effective move, it's gonna be eaten for days. It does have bulk up still. It got bulk up, I think, this gen. It obviously has Trailblaze, which is cool. It's got Swords Dance, so Swords Dance Trailblaze is another mon that could do that. It's got Rocks, of course, Sucker. Man, this thing learned so much, and I feel like a lot of people just disrespect it. And man, I'm hoping I can bring it for a bunch of my games, but yeah, we have 3 games that we're gonna play. But before I go over that, let's talk about the last mon that we have here, which is Bellibolt. So I believe Bellibolt was 6 points. It was the same as Raichu, which I was hesitant to take Raichu at this one, but I think Bellibolt's gonna add more to our team, mainly because this is a really good bulky mon that I wanted to grab, because right now I think I was that's decently weak to electric, without, like, Garchomp. So I was thinking Bellibolt, man. Bellibolt's really freaking tanky, and there's not much that can kill it in 2 hits. So the fact that it has Slack Off is amazing. This gen it got Toxic, which is really cool. It does have, Chilling Water. I think it has another water move. I thought maybe it had Scald, but that's okay. Yeah, it's got electric moves, obviously, so it's really strong. It could even be Light Screen Reflect user, so Sucker Punch. It's got some options, and it is super tanky. So again, the fact that it has Slack Off, it's just great. It can even be, physical, defensive, physical defensive. So yeah, it's really good. It does have static as well. That could be really nice. Electromorphosis is an interesting one as well. So yeah, I don't know. This one was definitely one that I was tempted to go either Raichu or Bellibolt, but I think Bellibolt just makes the most sense on this team. So yeah, that is the team. That is my 6. Go back for you guys. So this is my 6, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I do realize that a lot of these mons are more physically attack oriented, but a lot of them can also be both. I mean, Meowscarada I know can be both. Garchomp can be both at times. You've got obviously Weezing that can be both now, at least. Bellibolt is usually special, so I do have a mixture. It's more leaning towards physical, but that's okay. I'm happy. I got a lot of mons that I wanted to use, so, and that was the main goal. Yeah, I didn't get anything new, but I did get a lot of Pokemon that got new things, which is the main thing for me. And yeah, you know what? I'm happy with it. And yeah, we have to battle 3 people. And I think after those 3 people, if we make it, we have to be the top 2 in that 4-person bracket. If we're the top 2, we go on to what? I think another draft, and then we play or something. It's a little confusing to me, but you know what? We're just gonna try our hardest. I will be recording this on. I'll be recording my games on obviously the Switch. So my capture card has been buggy right now, but I'm gonna try to fix it before then, obviously. And yeah, that is it for me. I will see you guys, I guess, in the first game that we play. All right, guys, peace.